with Johan. The plan was to get married like next year, but we're always waiting for something. Always, yeah, I don't want to wait anymore. It's not important to have masses of people. What is important is him and me making that promise to each other. I'm gonna move the wedding forward. I just want to be happy. I want to be loved. And I want to make everyone proud.
Right, just so you know, for the people that haven't seen the show, the reason why Charlotte wants to move the wedding forward at this moment in time is because sadly she lost her father. And because she lost her dad, she's currently in the mindset of, well, life is too short to not go for what you want. So if you want something, you should just go and get it now. And she's also expressed that there's been delay after delay when it's come to the relationship in so many other aspects. So why continue delaying this? So why not just move that wedding as forward as we can? So yeah, let's continue.
I think maybe it's more important just to get married. So how would you feel if we have a smaller wedding? Life's too short to wait around all the time. So I think maybe it's best we just get married. If we get married sooner, we get married next time I come, in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, maybe.
You want to?
Who's going to be paying?
So obviously, you know, the next phase was to get Joanne's approval. And I guess she's got the approval, right? So remember, right now, she's saying that she wants to fast forward the wedding because she realized that life is too short to wait. All right, cool. Because sadly, because of the passing of her father.
For like the wedding and like for him to come over here, the visa, the flights, like everything's going to cost money.
Obviously, I'm going to pick up a lot of it.
Do you think
I
that's
have
like,
spoken
fair?
So the way I can do it. Most of the cost of the wedding, because Johan's wages is nothing compared to what I earn. That's a lot of money to him.
When have you decided to bring it forward then and not just stuck to sort of your original plan of January?
I'm not looking forward to this conversation. Looking trying for a baby.
Now, you see, I'm not saying that her losing her father is not a reason why she wants to fast forward this wedding because life is too short. But the primary reason, if you ask me personally, is because she just wants to have a child. I believe that she thinks that in her eyes, if she can marry him quickly, then she'll be able to get a baby with him quicker. That is pretty much the agenda, because she's definitely someone who's spoken about her age. She's definitely spoken about the fact that, you know, she didn't expect herself to even be in this position at this stage in her life. So why not try and do it now? And again, going back to the father situation, in her eyes, well, life is too short. So let's just hurry up, have a child now, hurry up, get married now, and let's just live a happy family. Even though that she knows that her whole life with Joanne and their child, if they were to obviously get married and have a child, their whole life would be basically based on her paying for everything. Because even if he comes to the UK, any money that he spent, any money that he earns, you know what he's doing? He's going to be sending it back home to DR. And if he's not doing that, he's going to be using it on himself. I don't see him earning money and then being equal with her personally. Because at the end of the day, she's already set the bar and the standard that she's more than happy to fund him and his family no matter what. Honestly, anyone that's living vicariously through Charlotte right now, please don't. Please don't. You know, buying someone's family and buying someone's want for you, not even love for you, that's not healthy.
Picture, like if he can't come here, you're going to be birthing a baby on your own. What happens if you end up being on your own? He's ready for children at 21 years old. He hasn't already got any, has he?
Now, to be fair though, the friend does bring up a fair point. What if you got pregnant and his visa still hasn't been approved yet? You end up having a baby by yourself, right? But, and also brings up the fact he's 21 years old, right? How do you know that he's even ready to have kids? Because right now, everything that has been going on with Charlotte and Joanne has been based on what she's been saying. She keeps saying, so we want to do this, right? We're going to do this, right? And if anything, he's probably saying yes to everything purely because he knows that saying yes to everything is going to continue her giving him the money that she gives him. Do you see what I'm saying? So he's going to say anything just to make sure that she's always paying him, right? So I do wonder if she actually isn't even that bothered about being a single parent. Because everything that her friend is asking her, she lets all that stuff go over her head. Pretends as if like it's not big things. So there is a potential chance that she's even preparing herself to be a single mother. There is that possibility. But hey.
I really do feel like it's time to fight back a little bit. I hear everything everyone's saying to me. I need to follow my heart.
So how do his family feel?
Is his mum okay with him marrying an older lady?
Oh, and there it is. I knew we wouldn't get through the night without someone mentioning Johan's age.
What is his mum?
His mum is about 2 years older than me.
I've got a question though. You can get like a prenup or anything?
Money, money, money. Always about money.
You see the way, listen, I'm telling you now, she's already thought about the money. She's already thought about the age. She just doesn't care. The girl just wants what she wants, even though it's going to be at her expense. Honestly, if anyone has the same level of low self-esteem as Charlotte, if anyone has the same level of being extremely desperate like Charlotte, please go see someone. Find your self-worth. Okay, this is not it. This is sad to watch. Borderline depressing to watch. But Charlotte wants to make her choices, and her choices right now are based on keeping this man in her life and also hoping to get a child out of him too. I mean, to be honest with you, the saddest thing about it is that in the long run, the child is the one that's going to suffer if they end up having a kid. Well, based on next week's preview, it looks as if he doesn't actually attend the wedding. It looks as if he stands her up. But at the same time, though, he stood right. But then again, though, he's been late every single time they've planned to meet anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's just him being late, not actually standing her up. Even though standing her up would be the best thing that he would ever do for her, 1000%. Because boy, if he stays with her and has a kid of her just so he can get to the UK, just so he can get that visa, just so he can obviously work in the UK and send money home, man, that guy is a freaking And to be honest with you, you'd think for somebody that comes from a household where, you know, he comes from a big family, all that kind of stuff, he understands the levels of providing for a child, blah, 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 blah. You'd think that he wouldn't be someone that would care to actually want to be reckless enough to have a kid with somebody just for the sake of keeping them in his life, if you dig what I'm saying. But hey, who knows? Everybody's agenda is always different. But with that being said, let's move on to the next couple.
Difference in Jose, how much he's grown up and how much he's changed. In his older videos, it's just lots of girls in a hot tub, and now it's his wife and his son.
Excuse me? He has changed because he has no girls in his videos apart from his wife and his son. No, he's in the UK right now. He doesn't have all those girls that he knew to be in his videos. He only has you, his son, or your son together, and your son. That's why it's just you two in the video. That's it. It's not because he doesn't want the girls anymore. It's not because he's matured. It's because he doesn't have them in the UK, you donut. And most importantly, he can't afford to have video vixens in the video anyway now. Because he hasn't got any money. This woman, the delusion stays surreal.
I need one person take a video for my new song. I think this person is you.
We'll see, hopefully.
Yeah.
If I heard Jose's music on the radio, I don't think I'd ever listen to the radio again. She's not for me.
Partying.
I really do believe in Jose's music. He puts a lot of effort into it. It's different, and that's why I like it.
I have nothing else to add, to be honest with you. I really don't. I just wanted to show the rest of it because when I was watching this, I was literally dying. I was like, oh my goodness gracious me. Maybe that's mean of me, but hey, man, if it's funny, it's funny. But nonetheless, though, Louise, honestly, another season's gone by and you are still the queen of just delusion on a different level. And you know what? Keep all your delusion going. You know, good for you. What works for you, because in reality, I'll say this, despite the fact that I believe that she's delusional as hell, Jose came to the UK and he did not even use it to come to the UK. He's come here and he's still there. They've had a kid together, he's still there. You know what I mean? He hasn't left her, he hasn't run away. So to be honest with you, I actually respect Jose for the fact that he didn't actually use it to get to the UK. I actually respect that their relationship clearly has a level of genuineness behind it, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? But to be fair, without the delusion, their relationship probably wouldn't even work. Maybe it's the delusion that actually allows this relation to work, in a nutshell. But to be fair, at the same time though, I feel like I do see Jose wanting to return home someday, to be honest with you. Because, you know, it's a big change coming from Colombia to the UK. The weather's obviously completely different. And also on top of that, most importantly, he's in the UK with no friends. You know what I mean? Whether or not he's going to make friends in the future, I don't know. Obviously, it's a possibility, 1000%. But at the same time, though, he's got to obviously find work, which is something that we've seen him try to do so far. And the question is, when he finds work, sometimes when you're working in the UK or any other country, to be fair, work can change you, do you see what I'm saying? So I really hope that Jose doesn't actually lose the Jose effect. You know, I really hope he can still hang on to that personally. But boy, yeah, who knows? We shall see. But with that being said, though, let's move on to the next couple.
He meet his friend and he drink. Experience me and him when he drunk. Me and him is shouting when he have like good mood, good.
No, he's not a drinker. She doesn't understand the British way.
You always
I'm not crazy. It's just the British way.
till he get
I am not going to put myself in this conversation about, oh, because we're British, we drink. I mean, I don't drink, so yeah, I'm not putting that conversation. I'm fair enough. I may not be British by birth, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, nah. Not everybody in the UK drinks. And to be fair, there's a lot of people in the UK that have had a history of drinking, and then they've gone to rehab and realized that drinking is not the way forward, you see what I'm saying? So I'm just putting it out there that Tony does not represent the whole of UK when he uses it as an excuse to why he drinks. No, I'm not having none of that. And don't get me wrong, there is truth to what he says, to be fair. There are certain areas you go to, like Liverpool, listen, they live for their drink. That's what they're for. You know what I mean? You go to certain parts of Northern Ireland or even Ireland itself, yeah, trust me, they drink. Scotland, I get it. I completely get it. But it's not all of us. Just want to put it out there, okay? Come on now. Because I don't want him to use the fact that UK people drink is the reason why UK people behave the way they behave. And that's why I'm saying this, because the way he behaves in this situation is unacceptable. And therefore, I can't have anyone else believing that this is how we are all, because we are not.
Drunk, I feel he like crazy. I don't want to stay with him.
Back, knew he wasn't there.
My boyfriend, my love, my Tony, he leave me alone in London. And after that, I'm not friend here. It's not my language. It's not my home. I have no key. I'm alone here. No, nothing from him.
Just so you understand the context of what's going on here, Nui and Tony went out for drinks with Tony's friends, and obviously Tony drank more than he was supposed to, like she obviously said he would, but obviously was trying to get him not to. And some point during the night, he ends up pretty much leaving her, and she ends up pretty much having to find a way home for herself. And I believe, actually, let me not say too much.
I don't know whether she's going through the menopause, but there is a big issue with Nui's anger. She just said to me in an adult way, listen, Tony, I'm really tired. Please, let's just go home.
And instead of saying, yes, let's go home, what did he do? He ignored her and went for a drink, so therefore she had to find a way home for herself. But instead of going home, she ended up staying in a hotel.
I miss mom. I miss my home. I want to come back home now.
As I'm concerned, Nui wants the relationship over. She wants to go back to Thailand. Yeah, but at least say hello first.
สวัสดีค่ะ hello.
Can you do that again, please? At least.
Tony so stubborn and Tony so have a high ego. He like to show the power of the man. สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello.
I don't want to fight with him anymore. Just come to talk. But the one thing, you're man, right? You have to protect your girlfriend, right?
Contact me.
So
why you get angry with me?
Because you are so crazy. I would like.
What? Because I wanted to go for another drink.
You see, let's just go back to the fact that she spoke about, yes, you're a man, right? You're supposed to protect your girlfriend, right? Completely ignores that. Completely ignores the fact that he took her out with his friends to a location that she's never been before, and instead of making sure that he had her back the whole night, he was too busy having a good time drinking. And anytime she made any requests to obviously leave, he ignored her. But when it comes to taking that accountability, he's refusing to take that accountability.
You think I'm here alone? It's not Thailand, and I have nothing in my pocket. Get drunk, I know you're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, maybe I should have stuck around. She's in London, alone. On and on and on and on.
What happened the last bar? Did you remember what you say to me and made me feel angry? Remember, I can tell you now. What you say? This is not your country. You cannot do what you want. I can do anything what I want.
I actually think we're having more of an argument now, so I don't think we're going to get anywhere.
You see, Tony can't handle conversations that are pretty much putting him on blast. He recognized that he's wrong in the conversation, so now he's trying to shut it down. In a nutshell, this man has no intentions of ever respecting anything that she wants or desires. He only ever cares about what he wants and what he desires. Simple as 1, 2, 3. You know, obviously I would believe he expected Nui to basically bow down to his every grace, which probably makes more sense now to why he's always paid for everything. Because it was never a case where Nui asked him to pay for anything. He was literally a case where he was like, no, I'm going to come in your life. I'm going to pay for everything that you need. Because clearly in his idea, it's more like a transactional relationship. I pay for everything, you obey what I want. I pay for everything, you accept everything that I want to do myself. Simple as 1, 2, 3. That's how I'm reading the situation itself in particular, because really and truly, your woman, the woman that you're claiming that you want to marry, is letting you know that, hey, I was alone, I was afraid, and I was abandoned. You're meant to protect me. I'm in your country. I don't know anyone here. I can't just get a taxi home to da-da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? So much, and then this is why she ended up having to stay in some random hotel, because she didn't know what to do. But instead of taking the responsibility, he can't do it. But he'll tell us a little But he would tell us that he was wrong in the little cussing, but in the conversation with Nui, he just refuses to allow her to be right. It's like she's not allowed to be the one that's dominating the conversation.
So I think it's time you leave.
Talk for the real, you not accept.
I'm not going to sit here and have you
when I
talk to me like this.
When I talk, everybody say, Nui, stop.
I'm going to stop this recording, please. I'm not having this conversation on camera. I'm done.
I mean, should I really say it? But that reaction, that behavior screams somebody that is definitely not a kind person behind closed doors. I mean, I really hope that Nui did go back. I really hope that their relationship did come to an end, because there's no point of her being with somebody who does not want to respect her, and most importantly, actually no, and just as important, does not want to protect her. And to basically insult her and talk about this is not your country, blah, 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 blah. Wow. I really hope that she does go back home and she never sees this man again, because it's unacceptable. And at the end of the day, if she's expecting him to change, he's never going to change. He is stuck in his own ways. He believes that who he is who he is. And to be fair, it has been referenced throughout the season that he has habits that he's been allegedly trying to move away from, but he hasn't. One of those habits was going out and drinking too much. That didn't happen. The guy is literally telling her lie after lie after lie. And she needs to recognize that if she wants to be with a man that's going to protect her at all times, in all situations, Tony's not that guy, because Tony only cares about one person, that is Tony. Well, with that being said, let's move on to the last couple.
Kathleen texts me, what are you doing, love? Why did you text me that you just got here? Just so many questions. I feel like, really, this is too much. It's doing my head in. Drink or go to the toilet. I feel like I'm a naughty schoolboy or something. Do a video and prove that Tessa's not here. Hello, love. Just to let you know I'm in my room. As you look, she's not outside, under the table. She's not hiding in the cupboard.
Coming to the party.
I mean, listen, Jamie, when you're going to wake up and recognize that this woman is not good for you? She's problematic, bruh. She's not good for you in any way whatsoever. Like, the fact that he's having to take pictures and videos of this place and that place to make sure that so you can prove that there isn't a woman on site. Come on, bro. Do better for yourself. I mean, you're a bit of a clown, but like, don't be this much of a clown. Come on. The woman's never going to trust you again. That's just that. Gaining someone's trust again in a relationship, that's a myth.
Cupboard.
Coming to the party.
No, Mum. Unfortunately, she's not coming. I'm really, really upset about, because Tessa's going to be there. I'm gutted. All that hard work that I've, built up with Kathleen again, it's just...
The one to blame. I asked Tess to come. She's a friend of mine. I speak to her all the time. And if Kathleen loves you, she'll understand that it wasn't you, it was me.
I told...
This mum is so freaking evil, man. She knew what she was doing. The way she's trying to say, oh no, no, you knew what you was doing. You are purposely trying to break them up. Come on, don't be sitting there acting all innocent and taking a form of accountability. You knew what you was doing, mum. Come on, let's not mess about. Don't lie to us. But at the same time, though, I will say this, though. Not something that I would normally say, but I do feel like the mum is kind of doing him a favor, because Kathleen is a headache. And you know what I mean when when we get there.
That Kathleen has got so paranoid about it, because now it's like...
Today, he's found who he loves, and I'm happy for him. But that doesn't mean to say because Jamie's with Kathleen that I can't talk to Tess.
Like going crazy. Jamie is posting in social media. I feel so embarrassed. It looks like the girl is girlfriend and me, no. Me and his mom and the girl. I feel hurt now that his parents not like me more than he like the girl. That's why I'm feeling like hurt.
You feel disappointed?
You see, Kathleen, the whole time Jamie's upstairs at his party, she's spiraling down and creating scenario after scenario after scenario after scenario. Yo, Jamie, that's not the kind of person you want to be with, bro. Trust me when I tell you that. You know, she's literally creating things that don't exist out of pictures and stuff, without even having a genuine conversation with you. But the matter of the fact is, ever since you cheated, she's never ever going to trust you. She's always going to bring it up. She's always going to make up some BS that doesn't exist. And that's why I'm saying, when trust is broken, nah, it's over. It's over. And Kathleen is definitely becoming very hard to stand. Like I said before, your mom is doing you a favor, to be honest with you. She's not even doing it because she's actually been a genuine person. Your mom is just being an a-hole, really and truly. But sometimes being an a-hole can still benefit others, so yeah.
Do you feel disappointed, love?
Because I see that they post some video and photo in social media.
Understand, when I posted these photos and videos, I was thinking that I've done really well, that I've reassured Kathleen.
So I can trust or I believe to you.
I've got to do everything in my power to convince her that I'm not a cheater. I felt like I was being a model boyfriend.
Don't say that you're a good boy. Because if you're a good boy, why you cheated with me? You call yourself a good boy now. And you go to another girl, I go to another boy. But I cannot because I'm not like that. I'm not easy girl because I respect.
I want to be a man for you.
You must be proud of if you want to be a man.
I see now that I'm going to have to put even more work into this relationship.
No. You should see now that no matter what you do, she's always going to give you a headache. It doesn't matter how good you become for her. It doesn't matter how much you adapt for her. She's going to still be whining and complaining and just nah. The relationship is done now. Just let it go and move on. Find someone else, Jamie. Okay? Kathleen, there's not coming back from this one. Kathleen needs to move on and find someone that she can trust, and you need to move on and find someone that's going to appreciate you for your hard efforts of trying to make it work. But remember, Jamie, if you do move on, just don't do the same thing again and cheat. Even though it's subjective whether you cheat or not. But nonetheless, though, how Kathleen sees it is exactly how Kathleen sees it. With that being said, thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.